Hello everyone, it's James again, and today I'm going to be showing you how to boot import games on a Sega Saturn. In this demonstration, we will be booting NTSC-J games, Japanese games, on a NTSC console here in North America. And please excuse my voice, I am a little sick right now, but I just wanted to get this video out as I finally have the hardware to do this. So, what are we going to need? Any Sega Saturn will do. Personally, I have the NTSC Model 2 Sega Saturn. It is not modified except for the drive door modification so that we can hot swap. But that is not required for this. You will need a Action Replay Plus 4 megabyte cartridge, which is that guy right there. And you'll need some Japanese games. Here we have Nights into Dreams and Fighting Vipers, two very great imports to have. Both are relatively cheap actually. So the Action Replay is the required piece of hardware here. You can get it online for pretty cheap. I got mine for between $30 to $35 shipping and handling. You can find some US resellers if you're in the United States to get it pretty quick. You can also import it from China. There's many ways you can get this cartridge right here. So let me go ahead and show you what happens when we try to boot the Japanese game on a Sega Saturn without the cartridge, just so you can see the normal functionality. So let's move this guy. Let's take our copy of Fighting Vipers. Over here. Let me open the tray first. And turn on the Saturn. We'll go to the TV here. Hello. You can see me a little bit in the glare there. So we try to boot the Japanese game. We should hit the region lock. Yep, game disk unusable or unsuitable for the system. That is the region lock coming into play. So now let's go ahead and bypass that. And to do so, I'm going to shut the console off. I'm going to take our Action Replay cartridge, which by the way, this is the 4 megabyte cartridge as well. This will actually play games that require 4 megabyte expansion cards, which is awesome. This is really a must-have for the Saturn in my opinion. So go ahead and pop that in. And we're just going to turn it back on. And we should boot right into the Action Replay software. Alright, so we get into Action Replay. I'm going to hit Start Game. And we're going to start game with no cheats enabled. You can use cheats if you want, but in this case I'm not going to. And it should just boot the game and bypass the region lock. And there you go. That's it. Simple. Awesome. By the way, this is an amazing game. And in the Japanese version, you could play as Pepsi Man, which you can't in the other regions, which is why I actually imported this game, to get all of the characters. Alright, so a couple of things to note. This will not play burnt games. However, at the time of this video, there is a project going on in Assembler Games where some guy actually has released software to actually flash the Action Replay to allow it to burn very specific patched burnt games, which is pretty cool. However, I'm not going to do that yet because I kind of like having the ability to use the Action Replay, and when you flash it, you lose the code functionality. Or at least at the time of this taping you do. So let's go ahead and see actually what happens when we try to boot a burnt disk using this method, just to show you that it does not work. Let that slow down faster. Take the disk out, put it safely back in its case. So here we have a copied version of Nights into Dreams, which that is the original right there. So this is a legitimate copied game, not a downloaded copied game. Let's close. And let's see what happens when we try to boot it. So we get to the Action Replay software. Start game. No cheats enabled. It'll try to load. And if you listen to the Saturn, you can hear that the disc tray just keeps trying to reread the disc. Most likely because it's looking for that that signature, the Sega Saturn signature that you lose when you copy the games. The actual flash for the action replay gets past that. As much as I understand it, you flash the image file before you burn it so that it has that signature and it actually finds it and loads it. So you just get stuck at that loading screen. Yep, I guess I could just show you one more game. So let's go ahead and actually boot the Japanese Nights into Dreams here. Oh, set that down easy. So we get the action replay software. Start game. Start game with no cheats enabled. And there you have it. Anyway guys, so there you go, a quick video on booting import games on a Sega Saturn of a different region. This method works with all Japanese games, all PAL region games, on any Sega Saturn from any region, as these cards will load. These are not region locked. So yeah, there you have it. This is a must-have for the Sega Saturn. As you can see, it lets you play import games. I'll leave a link into the description as to where you can find these. There is, you can pretty much just search eBay for Sega Saturn Action Replay and find it. However, I'll just leave that search for you anyway in the description below. Let me know if you ever ran into any problems with any certain games or anything. And as always, have a nice day.